started to appreciate my gifts and what I could actually give.
Hey, I'm Trav. Back in 2010, I got hit hard with chronic fatigue syndrome, only 6 months after starting my new personal training business. I've spent the last 8 years researching and experimenting with my body to help get back to my best and beyond. I'm now sharing my story and my strategies with you so you can get back to living the life you love.
Hey, Trav here, holistic health and lifestyle coach, helping you to make your comeback. Now, today you will learn how to love yourself even when you are in pain and exhausted, suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia. Now, this is really important because self-love will allow you to keep moving forward in your recovery when you don't know if it's going to turn up. You know, it might seem impossible and completely out of reach. And you know what, this self-love thing it'll keep driving you forward, because if you really love yourself, you'll just keep doing whatever it takes to get yourself better. So here are 5 ways that you can love yourself when you are absolutely feeling down and out. Number 1, take the time to look after you as your number 1 priority. So you look after you first, you look after everybody else second. And if you don't have enough energy to look after everybody else, because you can only just look after you, that is okay. Sometimes you may not have anything left in the tank for anyone else, and that is okay. Because you have to get you back to being as good as you can possibly be if you even want to help, to serve, to look after, to love other people. You've got to look after you as number 1. You've got to love you as the most important person in your life. Because if you don't, how are you going to get better? How are you going to really be able to appreciate who you are and be able to share your gifts? It just took me a long time to really get to the point where I was like really looking after myself, really appreciated who I was and all my uniqueness, my quirks, my weirdness, my whatever. But once I took my focus away from everybody else and looking after everybody else, and I put it back on me, and I made sure I was getting what I was getting, I had to say no a lot. No to helping this person out, no to helping this person out, just so I could do this. But you know what? It worked. And my health got better quicker. I started to look after me more. I started to appreciate me and guard my time more. I started to appreciate my gifts and what I could actually give. So this is the same thing. I challenge you to look after you first. Keep thinking back to you. Am I looking out for number 1? You are number 1 in your life, and you should be. If you are putting somebody else first, then you're doing so at the expense of your own health. So be very wary of that. Number 2, explore conflicting beliefs about yourself and your life. This may mean what you think you are capable of doing, who you think you're capable of being, how you are to the rest of the world. Are you telling yourself stuff like, I'm ugly, when other people are telling you you're beautiful? Alright? Is that a fact or story? Well, if you're telling the story but somebody else is stating a fact that they think you're beautiful, and somebody else is backing that up, and somebody else is backing that up and backing it up and backing it up, backing it up, backing it up, then that's got to be a conflicting belief, because yours, you can't back it up. If one person tells you you're ugly, does that mean they're right? No. If one person tells you you're a unicorn, does that mean they're right? No. What if they tell you you're an apple or a piece of wood? I mean, you're just talking crazy stuff here. There's a lot of story in what other people say. But you have to cut through that sometimes. Conflicting beliefs could be something about what you think you're capable of. Oh, I could never do that. That person just has too many special gifts. They were born with more money, better looks, more opportunities. Everything seems to work out for them. Why not you? Why not you? Has something ever worked out for you that you didn't really believe was possible? I know stuff like that's happened for me, so I'm sure it's possible for anybody. We all have the same sort of opportunities and possibilities, but a lot of the time we don't necessarily see them. You know, there are stories of people from third world countries becoming millionaires, even billionaires, because they stepped out and they believed in themselves so much that they just made something impossible happen. It can happen. Number 3, take notice of the self-destructive and self-sabotaging habits that you may have. Now, this could be something like eating junk food when you have had a great day, but you don't feel like you deserved it. You don't feel like you had a great day. You're just like, oh, it could have been better. Oh, I'm just going to eat this block of chocolate and this bag of chips and some ice cream and all of this sort of thing. Alright? Self-sabotaging habit could be like, you want this job. Alright? There's a job. You know you've got the skills for it. You think you'd be great for it. But you forget to send your resume in on time. Or you just don't apply for it because you think, somebody else will probably be better than me, have better skills than me. I won't even try. Now that's a common one. I won't even try is just the ultimate self-sabotage. It's just taking the decision out of somebody else's hands and putting the decision straight in your own. It's just like, I'm not good enough. It's completely self-destructive and it's completely unfair on you. What would you do in that situation? You apply anyway because you just don't know. I don't know. I'm good enough and I'm going to just have a go and put it out there and just see what happens. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. So I just want you to think about what are those self-destructive or self-sabotaging habits that may turn up in your life. Things that you do that impact you negatively. Or things that you don't do because you think you're not good enough or you don't stand a chance. When actually you're basically just shutting down an opportunity and saying no before anyone's even had the chance to offer it to you. Number 4, take notice of all the good things in your life. Gratitude is a big one. We're going to touch on that next, but just notice what the good things are. Like, you have the chance to be able to watch this. You have the chance to be able to learn about what's going on with your body. You have the chance to be able to meet new people and have friends, have conversations. You have the chance to drive a car, to go to the beach, to walk out in nature in the sunshine. You have the chance to go to the movies, to be entertained, to watch a show, to laugh, to have kids, to be a grandparent, to be a parent, to be a child, to be childlike. Gratitude is huge. But you've got to take notice of these things. Take notice of it and then be grateful for it. Be grateful for what's there. It's all good for it to, oh yeah, I've got this and I've got this and I've got this, but they mean nothing to me. It's just stuff. I've got this and I love it. I've got this and I love it. I've got a stuffed giraffe that is 1.4 meters tall and I bought it because I love it. Because I look at it and it makes me smile every time. Alright? And I did this to make me smile more often because we don't smile and laugh anywhere near as much as adults as we do as kids. So let's go on to number 5. Now I had gratitude down, but we really touched on it before. So I want you to think about, what about being grateful for the things that other people do for you? Stop and take notice of that. You might not think, oh, people, they don't really help me out at all. Really? Do any of your friends call you, or text you, or email you, or send you a message on Messenger, or Facebook, or Instagram, or tag you in some sort of a post because they think you'll like it? Do people send you cards on your birthday, or give you gifts? Do they give you Christmas presents? Do they get in touch with you on some sort of significant event? Do they invite you to parties, or weddings, or some sort of event? Do they want you to be a part of some of the things they're doing? Do they share their joys and their celebrations with you because they think you are going to appreciate that. You know, they want you to be a part of their success. You don't realize sometimes how much of an impact you have in other people's lives and how important you are for them. For some people, and I'm certainly one of these people, it's like it's not just enough for me to achieve something. I need to be able to share it with my friends because otherwise it's just me by myself. It's just like, no. I want to share it with my friends. I want to bring them in. It's like, hey, let's have a bit of a party. Let's laugh and go and have some food, or let's go out and do something fun where we can appreciate some little thing, something I'm grateful for, something I've succeeded in, some small victory that's just been amazing. Because they're going to want to do it with you. I've got to include them, and they include me. You have the same thing in your life, but you have to take notice of these things. Take notice of who is looking out for you, who is doing something for you, who is maybe bringing you a meal, or taking you out to a meal, or cooking you a meal at home. Sometimes it's just a little thing like that that just is huge. Someone that makes you laugh all the time. Sends you some sort of message, some sort of picture, some sort of something that just makes you laugh, puts a smile on your face. I mean, that's huge. Be grateful for these things. Now, if you take the time to look at these things in your life, over the next few weeks, you will start to find all of these different ways of how you can love yourself. Oh, wow, my life is actually pretty good. I've got great people in my life. I'm doing some good things for myself. They're doing some things to help me out, which is cool. I'm looking after myself. I'm learning. I'm trying something new to see if that'll help to make me a little bit better, a little bit happier, a little bit healthier, a little bit fitter. I'm looking at some of the stuff that maybe is hard, like my conflicting beliefs. Maybe I don't love myself. Maybe I do love myself and I'm just sort of tied in this battle between it. What's fact? What's story? What am I doing that's self-destructive or self-sabotaging? Look at these things. Take the time over the next couple of weeks and you'll notice. You'll notice that how much you love yourself goes up. Just a little. Just a little. But it's going to take work. You've got to work on this diligently. It's not just going to turn up easily for you. You have to work at it. But I know you can, and I believe in you. So get started, have a go. You can do it. If you like this and you want more tips like this, you can grab your free cheat sheet from conquerchronicfatigue.com. The link is in the description. You will get answers to the most common questions that I have been asked on how to recover from chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia. Now, this took me years to put together. Tons of research. Over $150,000 spent in my own recovery and research courses, all sorts of things to find the answers to these questions. I'm going to give them to you for free because I want to help you get back to your best. So, go make your comeback and we'll talk again soon.